Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the San Francisco 49ers. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Higgins launches a screen pass. That's complete. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Score! Score! Yeah! Look at me! Score! Go!
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Check! Smooth!
From the gun, Higgins. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Cut! Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey, check 24. Mike 50. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Get it.
On 2nd down now. It's Armstrong. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On 1st down, it's Armstrong. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss, here's 2nd and 12 from the 18.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check Leo. Check out.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
He's checking. Rock it. Twist. Go. Now.
He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Off the play fake. Higgins. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Off play action. Higgins. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You can't block me. You can't.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike's 5.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Ready, ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hard, hard.
Come, come. Check. Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Hey, orbit.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to block it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Higgins. And he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Higgins completes it to Norwood. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
61, matchbox lights. You're out.
Now a give, right side. Armstrong. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He's going to fire this thing deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play there for the Niners. 53 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Got one, I got one. Check.
Check 3. 218, chop it.
Jam. Check 3. Under 10. 10. Watch twist.
Hey, Sam on. Hit it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
30 base.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Sponge. No.
Leo.
Watch the twist. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake. Higgins. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Higgins trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. You go tight. You got tight. You got
hard. Fight.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Norwood's got it. Complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Squeeze.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
18, Gator. I'm going to run you over. Ready?
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take it.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go now.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we've got a backup who's warmed up and is coming to the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
Ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. He's scared. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Check 9. Check 9. Check. 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 Check 37.
Go on. Go on. Let's go.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Check. Check 43. Slam, slam, slam. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Shift, watch the shift. Slam, slam.
Look at me. Go, go. Shoot.
Now a give, right side. It's Armstrong, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's crashing. He's changing crap.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf. Leo.
Watch the slant.
Now.
Off play action. Higgins. He's going to air one out. And got his man. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DJ Moore with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Point after here coming up. And it is now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Check it out, Reed. Kill.
Fair.
On 1st down, Armstrong. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Down. 50, plant.
Right 54. I know he ain't got it. 36. Kill. Turn.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, check 24. Check.
Hard.
Flare. Tight dog.
Defense.
On 3rd down, it's Armstrong. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Watch the screen. Check three. Check safety. Hey, alert three. Rush in.
80 weapon.
Check hot route. Hot. Out. Undercrunch. Check 31. He's checking. He's hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Armstrong pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 54.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Watch twist.
Look, squeeze.
We did. Whip. Watch the whip.
You draw corkers. Let's go.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Topper.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Go. Mike 50. Watch the screen. Check. Crunch.
Roll out.
Check. Lucky.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Kill, kill, kill.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Go on. Get it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Matchbox right.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Cardinals' 2-yard line.
Let's get it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Five.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Armstrong. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a give right side. It's Armstrong, and he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick your game up. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Get down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, here, a run on 1st down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
Hey.
53 at the line. Coming this way.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling. He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. Here the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready, set.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, seam 6. Receive 6. Hit it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Sam off.
Show it. Watch the edge.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Deuce. Check 24, check 24. Sponge. No.
Hey, Delta. Right up.
They'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Leo.
Watch the twin.
Hey, Alpha. Get it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Ready.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Line 54.
Rock it. Hey, high 7.
Watch safety creep.
5.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check the backer. Shift. Tighten up. You go tight.
Say go.
Back to throw here. Being chased out left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 3. Watch out.
Hard.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Switch. Kill.
Now.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Cardinals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.